As a business owner, you wear many hats. You're probably the founder or entrepreneur, the CEO, managing director, maybe the sales manager, general dog's body, whatever the case may be. But in essence, you can simplify all of these down to just 3 hats. So the employee hat, the CEO hat, and the investor hat. Now, as an employee, you've got a very limited field of vision. Whether you're working in sales or business development, operations, marketing, despite the fact you're a business owner, you're pretty much the same as any other employee. Sure, you've got some skin in the game and you might work a bit harder, but like it or not, you're replaceable. Now, if you're acting as the CEO or the managing director, your perspective is different. A lot more responsibility, a different skill set is required. People are relying on you, you're making strategic decisions, and life is a bit more difficult all around. But the hat that every business owner should be wearing all the time is the investor hat. And wearing your investor hat gives you a very unique perspective that can be quite valuable, because a good investor is not typically weighed down by emotion or responsibility or sentimentality. And as an investor, the most critical thing you want to know is, what return am I making on my investment? So how much do I have invested in my business, and what does that investment make me? Now, Robert Kiyosaki, who is the guy that wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he has what he calls the cash flow quadrant, which we can see here up on the board. And the basic concept is that everyone fits into one of these 4 quadrants. So first up, you have employee, someone who works for a wage or a salary, and they have little control over what they earn apart from working longer and harder. The second quadrant is self-employed or small business or specialist, which to some extent is very similar to the first quadrant. Sure, you own your business, but you're just like an employee in your business, and what you're earning is still very much tied to how much effort you put in. Now, the third quadrant is business owner or big business, and this is where leverage is applied. So here you're building a machine of people and process, a money-making machine if you like. And then finally we have the investor quadrant, which is where you make money while you sleep with very little effort. Now, you should be able to apply your business against this cash flow quadrant and see where you sit. So are you operating like an employee or even a self-employed or small business? So that means you're growing, perhaps incrementally, but not making fast progress, not making a decent return on all the effort that you're putting in. Or are you operating with a big business mindset where you're building up your business machine with more efficiency and more leverage? Or are you at a point where you can operate like an investor and invest your funds in a business that will give you a great return on your investment regardless of your personal effort? So taking an investor's view of your business can be an eye-opening experience. And so I'd just like to raise a few quick challenges with you just to determine where you sit. So number 1, do you know what your return on capital is? Is it more than 4 times the current interest rate? Number 2, can your business operate smoothly without you, or would it falter if you weren't there? And finally, number 3, if you were an investor, would you invest in your business as it is now? So I'll leave those questions with you. Take the time to find out the answers and ask yourself whether your approach to your business may need a rethink.